Rebecca Hall in The Night House. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not? Find out today. Hi, how you doing today, Movie Nation? It's Just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, The Night House. I am located in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Today we are going to go at AMC Niles 12 at 7:30. Not in IMAX, not in Dolby, even though I wish they would have had it in these formats. If you don't know who I am, hello, hi, my name is Jess. My YouTube channel, It's Just Jess. Here we do movie reviews, giving you the biggest and best reviews that are releasing at the time, only in theaters. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And stick around towards the end because we are going to review it. We're in front of the theaters. We're gonna leave AMC Niles 12. Movie Nation, let's talk about the movie The Night House. So what is The Night House? The Night House stars as Rebecca Hall, also for her known as The Gift, The Town. She also appeared in Iron Man 3 and also Godzilla vs. Kong, King of the Monsters, which it just came out like a few months ago, as well as Transcendence. So I feel like her as an actress for this movie was perfect for this type of role. The Night House stars Rebecca Hall, known as Beth, that lives in a town that she is a teacher and is also suffering from depression, post-traumatic stress, and trauma and uncertainty with her life because after 14 years of marriage, her husband, just like in the trailers, took out in the lake with a gun she didn't know they owned and pow, shot himself. We're in August. So August, September, I always like these soft horror films. Yes, and I will say that it is a soft horror film. Like, I'm sorry, but not everything to me personally has to deal with like demonic, hell, possession, like crazy magical hell stuff. Like, yes, we will get that in October, but I feel like this is a good soft horror to get us into the right direction of like scary things, because that's just personally for me. Like, I don't feel like everything should be always like dramatic, because a lot of people, if it's too scary, they're not gonna go see it. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, they're scared. Like, no. This gave me surprisingly a lot of vibes like The Invisible Man or like Mirrors, but also remix them, because it does deal with like the opposite of like the same life, but just negative or reversing the actions. And also Invisible Man, because there's some sequences that I'm just like, whoa, if you've seen the trailers as well as you're gonna go see the movie, you're gonna get some vibes of those. So what is this? So soon after that, after her husband died, she starts realizing things in her dreams and real world and real life, because she can't just get over him. Becoming 14 years of marriage, she was basically in love with this man, which honestly I can kind of feel that because we've probably all been in love. So after that, things start happening to her in the dreams about her husband being alive or some type of form of her husband, that he's coming back, like what he was doing, and it affects her in the real world too. So she doesn't stop to find out what he was doing, what he was thinking and feeling, and what get him to shoot himself, because she just can't fathom the thought. Like, yes, there is a scene like in the trailers that he gave her the note, but it doesn't really explain on that, and I'm not gonna really talk about it because this is a soft horror film. But it's nice to see the rabbit hole that she goes to after this, because it's just like she wants to know everything and she just does not care about getting in her friend's way. Her friends are like, oh, like, come on, Beth, like, you're doing too much, it's crazy, like, he died, like, he loved you, you know, there was no infidelity going on. She thought he was cheating on her at one point, because like, why would he not be happy? Like, what was the cause of it? And then as the film progresses, you start realizing that Beth has a backstory that comes to haunt her in the present. So this movie is a lot of talking in the beginning. After the third act, all right, so the first act, the second act, I feel like it's just a bunch of talking, which is great. Like, I don't mean to say it like that, it's just I saw Loki, so it's a lot of slow, dramatic, slow burning horror film. But once it gets to the third act, I feel like the trailers like gave most of it away, but not all of it. But this film is another film that you're gonna leave up to interpretation, because after she starts like going through his phone, things happening to her in the real world and in the dream world that comes to be more intense, she goes to this rabbit hole of finding like what he was doing, and it gets into this world of voodoo arts, mystical realm, not really like devilish stuff, because it wasn't like that really scariness, but it really was in a psychological horror aspect of it. It's just crazy because he was like doing this plans, he's in architecture, so she starts going into this lake on the other side, and like her neighbors are like, oh, we didn't see anything. But surprisingly, the more she unravels this, it's like yarn. Like, the more you untangle it, the more worse and weird and twisted, not jumping to conclusions the movie can get. Because it's surprisingly, the reason why I brought up Mirrors, it's like, imagine the same world but just opposite from you, like another Jess or another viewer, but just negative, or just like, I don't want to say negative, but just like very opposite in everything. Like, when you see the time, it's like 3:45, but imagine if that was switched, like the background that you see right now to this normal, but when I go like this, it's back. So I just really thought it played a little bit with that. I wish it would have progressed it more though, because I would have loved to see more dynamic of the film, of like the negative stuff. I want to keep saying like the opposite, exactly that. However, one thing that I do love is that the trailers, you show this black figure. I wish they would have used that more, because that was really frightening. Like, he hides in like plain sight, but then like in the dark or like in the mirror, like you can see it. Like in the beginning, I was trying so hard to look for it. I was like, where is it? But then they make it more clearly, like, and then he turns his head, like, whoa. Like, I really like that. Like, that aspect of the soft horror, that scary stuff, like, I really really love. And so the more she tries to go after Owen, which is her husband, she finds out more that it could not be him, it could be something else, because if you invite a demon, it's like you don't even know what you're inviting. Like, why would you do that? So I love how, and I really did believe, because the movie really shows that she literally missed him. Like, it's awesome to see that too, that this woman, Rebecca Hall's character Beth, really misses her husband. It's so awesome to see her go down this path, because I would love for my wife to do that if I was gone. Like, having someone cared about you so much that going through, like, I don't want to say hell or like devil and demonic stuff, or like just crazy weird voodoo stuff, mystical stuff, that for her to be like, wow, this is so out of her comfort zone that she is willing to do that to get to find clues about her husband, about any information it is. Can't look at moons anymore the same way, because it's like the red moon and the white moon, or the regular moon, and I just thought that was a good comparison to like switching or opposites, knowing like your roles can be reversed. Really loved how that movie portrayed that to us. One thing too, I wish this movie would have tackled more about the opposite or negative worlds, like the back stuff, or like the intricacies to that, or maybe the dynamic or the preludes of it. Like, I wish they would have expanded it more. Yeah, I get it was short, but like maybe that would have been interesting. Like, I like that type of film. Like, when she sees herself like in the trailers, like, why didn't they talk about that more? Like, why didn't they progress that more? And you do get a sense of like conclusion or closure that the film does for us, but it's also another film of how you interpret this film, because she is dealing with a lot of depression and like post-traumatic stress. And it's like losing her husband. It's like, damn, like if I lost my girl, I would probably do the same thing she's doing, if not more. So it just gives her the closure that she needed about her husband. And honestly, it is a soft horror, so don't come into this movie expecting demonic crazy stuff. For a lot of people, they're not gonna like, especially 2/3 of the movie, the first two is really slow, but it does nice character build up to like their relationship, which is kind of satisfying third act, but kind of the trailers gave it away. But honestly guys, this movie is good. I did like it. I thought it was okay, but for majority of people, they're probably not gonna like it, and that's fine. No one needs to like everything, but it's a nice soft horror that you could probably rent later on for like Halloween if people are too scared to see it. But anyway guys, that's gonna be everything for me today. I hope you have a great day, and let me know if you ever need anything. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss the videos, and I'll see you next week.